That was Town Dog down back. Here in Flight Simulator Extreme Edition on multiplayer in my little 206H system. I hadn't flown this in a while. In fact, it hadn't been loaded since I redone the simulator, because when I loaded it, I had to go through all that starting gauges and stuff, knowing that means it hadn't been used. So here I am ready to see if we can do a little flight. I've got a little flight set up here. I think I'm going to go here. I'm sitting here at Bowling Green, Kentucky, where I landed a little while earlier on a flight. I was in I think a biplane when I landed. But anyway, I switched to this 206. I'm going to leave here at Bowling Green. I'm going to go to Wayne County, Kentucky. KEKQ. Altitude of the airport is 963 feet. Runway 3 and 21. It's 4,000 feet long. It's got an ADF 2090. ID of it is KEKQ. And it's about 75 miles or so from here to there. I checked it earlier, but I don't remember exactly. 75, 77 something. Anyway, I'm going to head out on a heading of about 095, and I'm going to fly that heading until I pick up the ADF. That's the only thing I'm going to use. And I'll use it to get into the airport when I get there. So, of course, this plane is a 206, but of course, like all my planes, it's been modified. I don't remember how much. It may fly twice as fast as it's supposed to or something. I'm not planning on trying to do that, but it will, I think, if I remember right. It's also got gauges been put in it. It's got a bigger airspeed because it flies faster than it's supposed to, and the airspeed wouldn't read it, and I had to change airspeeds. That's the reason it's got one in it. So anyway, let's see what we got going here. Here's the 2D cockpit right here, with everything turned off. That is my modifications. That's not exactly right, I'm sure. Now we might well see. Now we do have a GPS switch there, which I used to use a different autopilot. It didn't have a GPS switch on it. The one I use now does. It don't need that switch. I can take that out. Anyway, let's see if we can get this thing started. First thing we need to do is push the fuel over on rich. Turn the power on. I guess that's all it needs. The auto brake is set. How would it run? We'll turn the fuel on to make sure. I don't know what that does. It makes a heck of a racket, don't it? It is running. Turn that back off. It'll stop in a few minutes. Now we're going to turn on some lights. Everything but the fetal heat. I don't think it's that cold out here today. 57 degrees Fahrenheit outside. That'd be alright. Now let's get outside the plane where you can see. There's what the outside of my plane looks like. All the lights is on. Everything's ready to go. Now, I don't remember what all I had to do to this plane, but I'm sure I've had it quite a few years, and over the years I've done a lot of changing to it. Let's see if we can find us a runway and get started. Try to hold back a little bit on. Let's go out this way. I don't know what runway this is. We'll go out here and get on it. Don't care what runway it is, as long as it gets me off the ground. Good looking little plane. It is a mate to my 206 Coast Guard that I've got. Alright, we'll get out here and roll and turn, get ready to go. Like I say, there's an NDB where we're going. Thing turned around here. What are you doing to wait so far? Get back over that way a little bit. Little catchy, it's real quick. Lock of brakes, man. I got the same equipment in all of my planes, so we know what it's going to be before I go to pushing buttons. We won't have any DME on this one because I'm not going to use the VOR, not even the one behind me. Let's That should be on. I don't know why it's not. Oh yeah, I do too. I didn't turn it on. Ah, go back inside the cockpit a minute. There's the aviation right there. Now it's on. I missed that button. Now it'll work. All right, now we're gonna go. Well, we'll be at 900 feet. That's 1,000. Let's go to about 33,000 for now. We have to go higher if we have to later. And I'm gonna set this on about 130. 135. How about that right there? And runway heading after we get off the ground. Right now, that's runway heading right there, what I'm sitting on. And I'm gonna come back a couple of degrees here because I'm not quite straight down the runway. I should be able to do it right there. And then everything looks all right here. This don't matter here at this point. So let's see which way we pointed. We're pointed almost east, so we don't have that much to do before it's getting ready. As soon as we get off the ground, we can come on down to the east. Anyway, let's get inside the plane. There's it right there. There we go. Well, I turned the lights on, but they wasn't on in here. Now, here we go. We put this thing in the air if we can. Call sign TD10, that's Town Dog 10. I didn't preset the trim. They don't have a wheel to come up, so. Right there. Coming around to the east. East and down by 5, I see it. Let's go ahead and set the altitude climb. Airspeed. Heading. Come on around there. East by 5, I see it. That'd be 9.5. Right there. That's where we want. Now we're going to bring the radio stack up. I said it was ADF or NDB 290. That'd be this one right here. Down to 2. Up would have probably been closer. Whoop. 2. 10. 60. 70, 80, 90. That's it right there. Now we'll bring up this right here, and the gold needle is one we watch it for to come on. Let's make this 3,500 instead of 3,000. We need all the range we can get to get the height to get it. Then we just pull the flaps back up. Let's get them back up. I'll let them down 2 clicks while it's rolling. I didn't pull them back up. Throttle it down. This thing I'll do, I believe 500 if I want to. This is only a 70-mile trip. We don't need over 130, 150 at the most to get on out here. I'm going to give it a little more. We're going 145. A little more oomph to get me on out there. Here we go. Now we're in the air. Everything looking good. Scenery's alright. There we go, we're leaving Bowling Green. Still climbing out, look like. Yep, climbing out at 700 feet a minute. And we're looking for that ADF. I should be out 30, 35 miles before I pick it up from where I left. Because it's roughly 75 across here. Should pick it up around 40. If it's not anything blocking it. And this heading should get me within range of it. I may be a little off, but I didn't actually on the map. I didn't actually check myself for direction. I did see one of the latitude lines going my way that was right alongside of it, so I called it east. I don't know. Could be wrong. I think it's right though. This was dropping off of it just a little bit to the south as it left it. That's what it was to give you there. So we'll just fly along. I mean, I should get within range of it anyway. I shouldn't be off that bad. If I get out here a pretty good ways and think I'm wrong, I'll pull up the GPS and look at it and see. But anyway, we got this plane here trucking along. See, the altitude's been changed and the airspeed's been changed. So has also the navigation radios and stuff. Because I just don't like the ones that comes in the system. It ain't that I can't read them, they're just harder to read. They're slower to get the information I want to my brain. On account of the way it's designed, I have to do too much finagling with them to read it. But anyway, my wife is on the computer, so she loves to hear anything at any time. I haven't told her I was recording. I just started. She was already on the machine. I started. So far, everything's sort of quiet. But she's just allowed to pick up anything and crank it up. Our fuel, we got plenty of fuel. We got enough fuel to go half across the United States or more. Right now, we got enough to go 1,245 miles at the speed with this climb going on. I think we're still climbing at this point. No, we're leveled off. This thing will do over 200. I know. I remember that, and that's the reason I changed that to airspeed. Get this little video up and running. Hadn't got out and done any work today. Lazy is about to get to me. I gotta do something one of these days soon. I think she got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. That'll take a couple hours. In the morning early. I ain't been to mailbox today either. I need to go mailbox right quick. But this is only a 90-something mile flight, so it won't take too long. Or 70-something mile flight. Once I find it, I'll start preparing. The runways were 3 and 21. Since we're going the direction we're going, we'll try to go in on 3. And that'll be 030 for a heading. So we bring this right here back up. Bring us around here to 030. And that'll be the direction in which we need to be flying when we get there. We can't use it as directional guidance, but we can look at it and decide. By looking at it, we know which way we need to be when we get there, right there. I need to be coming in right to left. Once the ADL comes on, we'll line them by the ADL. Let me set this notification so it'll tell me when it comes on, in case I ain't looking. ADL right there. There'll be no distance or anything on it to tell me where we at. I may have to fly past the airport just to prove where I'm at. I think it's on the airport. This airport's also on a lake. And that's part of what this is all about, to get up at that lake and see what it looks like. I started fly amphibian where I could land it on the lake, but I changed my mind. Yeah, let's see what we got outside the plane. Oh, a little lot of water. Around Bowling Green, Kentucky, just outside of it. They're headed east off of it. Warren County is also in. That ain't Warren County. What was that? Wayne County is still in Kentucky also. What did I see? 95, 145. 290. 290. If I'd have set the VR up behind me, I would know how far I was out, but I didn't do that, so we're just gonna take a chance on it. I'll be right back. The plane should be alright when I get back. I'm back. I see the notifications on for the ADF. The ADF is on to my right by another 5 or 6 degrees. So I'm gonna come around now to the right till I can bring the ADF around to my left. I want the ADF to come around and I want to line it with that. Bring the ADF around so the needle gets around to. Of course, I don't want to do it all at once, but I'm going to get to the right hand side of it. Then I'll bring the needle around till it reaches 030 as I apply. If I got to get on that side, though, it'll never reach it. Let me turn that notification off. We don't need that anymore. There we go. It's just to tell me it's on. Now it's on. This will not directly apply the plane, but it will keep me in perspective of where the airport's at all times. Or the ADF is just a little east, I think, of the runway, but it's on the airport, so it's close enough. It'll definitely bring me into it, but it won't tell me how far I'm away. On this type of situation, we got an airplane zooming around us. I was out of the room. I don't know if he flew through me in here or not. As long as he don't, he's all right. If he does, he might be gone. But I've seen him fly across there then. We don't mind little spectators. I don't mind if he flies along with me. But if he's flying a super fast fighter jet stuff and he flies through me, he's through. I won't do that and we won't get along. Oh, it's alright. I don't want to mess with him. I'd rather just keep flying. Let's see who he is. How many we got in here? Just one? Old warrior. He's still in there. He come in a while ago while I was getting set up. Yep. Like I said, the further I go, I'm probably halfway already. I'm going to pull another 5 degrees away because I don't want to be so close, about 5 degrees. I don't want to be so close when I get there that I can't line up my marker coming in. The further over I am, the easier it'll be to line it up before I get there. But you can get over so much it takes too long too. At this rate, I shouldn't be more than 5 or 6 miles away, or 10. I don't think. But I still got to fly till that gold needle on my right hand side at the top comes around to the 030, and that'll tip me straight into the runway more or less. Actually, the airport is 963 feet above sea level. So if we hold 2,000, 3,000, 3,500 like I got, I'll be still 25 above ground, give or take a little. And we get there, we'll adjust accordingly. Didn't look see if it had a. Yeah, it did. It don't have an ILS, I don't think. 2,500. We're 2,500 above the ground, so the ground's a little higher than we were talking about now. There's little bumps down there sticking up a little bit. Move my mouse over on the other page a minute. Now we're back checking TeamSpeak. I don't think nobody's in but Redtail. He's busy flying. Should be flying an airliner somewhere. Like I say, the airport is just off a lake, just on the back side on the east north side, I think. That could be the lake I'm looking at right there. And the hand is moving around a little more up yonder. I've got to bring it on around. As it comes around, I'll circle it a little bit also. Once it gets to my left, if I need to, I'll circle it. But if that's the lake, we're getting closer than I thought quicker. But that's about right though. I don't know how long it was on after it came on, and it come on at 40 miles maximum. Being low like this, like I am, could have been blocked. It might not have come on until a lot closer than that. As long as it's on, we know we got it, and that's what counts. Needle says it's on. It is now almost dead east of me. Oh, it's about 5 degrees south of east of me right now. The further I go, the further it'll come around. I'm flying by on the south side. Runway heading almost straight off my left wing. The runway's not, but the heading is. It will be when I get there. Until I turn into it. 2,500. Still running 2,500 above ground. Them bumps are talking to me. Every time I cross one, it's sticking up. It talks to me. Alright, it has come around another 2 degrees. Needle has, so it's moving pretty good. Still don't seem to be real close to it though. We should be able to stay in there at about 85. Flaps down. Hope. Well, that's what we'll watch. I don't know what it lands at. I'm not on the card, so it don't matter as far as it bumping the ground too hard. That cup of coffee tastes pretty good. With the mailbox and all they had was a Spectrum advertisement. Throw it in the garbage. I don't use Spectrum. But I am waiting on AT&T is putting fiber optic all over the county here. I don't know how long before they get it ready, but I'm gonna check into that when it comes around. The Warrior has left the game. Alright, we are now. Airport's now north of east, just a little bit from me. I don't know how many lakes is up in here. That airport just beyond the lakes. I don't know if these are the same lakes or not. I don't know. So I got to be within 20 miles now, though, roughly. And I'm going to close that by half before I get there. 2,500. Still across some high bumps down there.
2,500. 2,500.
I'm gonna drop 500. Maybe they'll quit talking to me. Come down to 3,000. Idle itself back while it comes down. They're coming on down now to 0.85. Now we're probably down. I hear the engine picking back up. Light ain't went out yet. The vertical airspeed lights on 700. Just went out. Now we're leveled off. Let's see what we got out here around these lakes. Don't see nothing. See nobody fishing. I don't see nothing. These people don't know what fun. These jobs aren't fishing. Oh, now we're at 075. Coming from 07, heading to the airport, the Golden Eagle. Seems like getting closer. It's moving a little faster now. I'm gonna check up let's go a little further first. I can slow down when I get closer. That'll give me more time to react to the needle. Coming around to 065, it's on the way around to it. Alright, we're 060. 31 degrees. Coming around. I'm going to pull 5 degrees toward the airport. And bring it around to 115. I don't want to get in too close to it yet. But it would come around a few minutes, a little bit every few minutes. Move 030 to the front instead of to the side so much. Come down another 5, 110. Arch this thing a little bit, come on down there. I see an airport off to my left over. Ain't too far away from where I'm going. What direction? Come around another 5. 105. Now we're off by 10 degrees. I'm gonna come around to about 095 again. Right there. I think it'll get me closer to where I'm going. Now, come on around to exactly east. 090. Alright, coming around to heading. Slowing down. About 90. Down to 030. Before we pass that line, if we can. A little flaps down. The speed being slow. A little more around here. I'm not quite around her yet. 030. Coming down 1,000 feet. I believe we can stand that. Hope, 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 hope. Drop another 5 knots. Hope it don't drift on me outside the plane. I can't see it from outside the plane. But it's got to get down to the right altitude before we're back. We're pretty well dead on 030 now, both it and the gold needle. Everything is fine. Keep the gold needle on top now regardless of what. We're still above 2,000. From sea level. The mountains are getting taller, look like now, as we get down there toward them. Maybe they won't get in the way. Sure looking like, I believe I can see the squirrels running around on the ground under them trees. Look how close them trees starting to look back here at the back of the monitor. I'm going to come back a couple of degrees. Golden needle's getting off to my left a little bit. I don't want it to stay straight in front of me. It actually wouldn't hurt if I come a couple of extra degrees. To move it back to 030, I done drifted off of that. A couple extra degrees will let it walk back as I move. As long as I keep it toward the top, we're alright. I'm down 7 degrees. The gold needle should move back to the 030 now. Hey, if that's my runway, airport or the runways are going the wrong way. Don't know. I'd like to pass it to be sure. I think it's going to be pulled away though. I'll know when I cross it because that needle will track it real fast. If it does, I'll come back to it. I know I see it. That's pointing about where it would be on the airport though. Off to the right of the runway. Looking a lot like it, I swear it is. Without bringing up something to check it, I won't know unless I fly across it. That's the only way I'll know to fly across it. The runway is not on the heading that it said it was. Well, I'm flying slightly across that runway on this heading. It didn't say what it was though. It could be off 5 degrees and still be that number. Either way. It's still pointing straight out in front of me. Maybe another airport out there a little further. Don't know till you pass them. That's asphalt. That's 3. That's probably it. That's runway 3. That's probably it. If it does, it's going to turn around when we get past it. Coming down 500 more feet.
1,000.
Let's see. All right, it's going to see it pass here. Gold needle moving past now. We're past. That is our airport. That is our airport. Okay. Swing her out. About 90 degrees. Slow down another 5. Down some more flaps. I hope it'll fly at this. As soon as you straighten out, come back around. Come back around. And what the other runway was? 21. And bring us around to 21 when I turn around.
500. 400.
Come on.
500.
They should put us pretty close to get around here. There we go. That should be it right there. We should have our control.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Drift off again. I was telling you to get over, but it wasn't getting over. All right, we are down on our airport. Let's see if we can find a place to park this thing. Go outside the plane where we can see a little better. Just drive across the grass. Right here. That's what we're gonna call it for now. Clean the flaps up. Let's stop right there. A phone call. Incoming call. I don't know that number. She might get it. She got it, I think. Anyway, here we go. Turn this off, this off, this off, this off, this off. This off, this off, this off, this off. Let's shut that down right there. Okay. That's it. This town don't be gone bye-bye. And we'll plow and do something else next day or two, if not till the end of the day or tomorrow. That was a pretty good little flight for my little 206 there. We get a chance to put a little time on it. First time I've flown it in a few days now. For fact, been probably close to, maybe not since I had this machine. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go bye-bye. Catch y'all later.